Black history for me was always just kind of what my white parents were able to teach me about it. So a lot of times it was like history about Africa, history about Martin Luther King, history about, you know, that. But it didn't include the history of hip hop and stuff. Like if you'll ask me about certain things and like Black cinema, like TV, movies, music, I don't know any of it because wasn't really immersed, whatever it is, into the Black culture until I was 18.
You are now watching Rhymes and Politic. Spit them balls.
We're still in February, y'all. What does Black history mean to everybody that's sitting here right now?
Okay.
Let's start with Sick Flow.
Okay, we can. Right.
We on?
We on and rolling,
Man, Black history to me. Okay,
What
so
is
I'm
Black
gonna do the
history?
cliche thing, which is, you know, it's all year for us. You know what I mean? We just we want to be recognized because we deserve to be recognized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe that we are the most creative people on the planet. Everybody in every culture that I love, like I'm a huge Asian fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I've never been a person of like I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a culture that I don't like.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So especially with the Asians growing up, it was karate. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Lee, you know what I'm saying? Then Jet Li. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what made me like UFC.
Got you.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't for Bruce, you know what I mean, I wouldn't have ever paid attention to fighting.
Facts.
And fighting is one of my favorite sports. So when Black history to me, it's just, man, I'm ready for the world to see who we really are. And
Thank you. I like that.
I want to say, because they do steal from us and then they capitalize off it, I just want them to give us our credit.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and give us some of that.
yo, the honor, you know, stop trying to kill us off all the time because they need us, but they act like they don't need us. They trying to put us in the prisons. They, you know, it's like this whole propaganda to take us out. But they need us. They need to recognize they need us.
The Black
They
people.
need to take your lives to keep.
Yeah.
Nah, they trying to take us out with the food,
Everything.
everything.
They need Black people.
Yeah, they just want
Right.
to disenfranchise
Because
us. They don't
if-
want to
if-
kill
Not
us.
only Black, brown too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, I'm gonna get into all that too. I don't even know where to begin. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But I mean, I guess just to piggyback off like what you said, like, just imagine like every single Black person, FBA, ADOS, whatever, in America just stood up and was like, nah.
Yeah.
I just
You know what
said
I'm
this
saying?
earlier.
You
I
really did.
literally just
Yeah.
said this like
That's
an
like-
hour ago.
Fact. That's like the number one thing that would destroy. I mean, it would change the world altogether.
Wakanda type
Right.
change.
There's a meme where it shows like the Black dudes like bending down paws and they have like a Monopoly board over them and the white dudes is playing Monopoly on their backs.
Wow.
And it basically, and then on the bottom of the meme it just says, if y'all got up, the game would be over.
Yep.
The
Oh,
whole game would be over.
that's crazy.
Damn, I want to see that now.
Shut
That
down
was
city.
deep.
Yeah. Like
Ain't that?
Right, I'm like,
you should paint that. Facts.
right.
Like for me, I'm Dominican, and I have I would say I'm very well versed in history in general, but just knowing history, everything comes from, of course, Africa, and that's like scientifically proven and all that stuff. But every single race comes from the African person. Just like you were saying, the Asian, right? If you speak to a person in the NOI or 5%er, they would talk about Afro-Asiatic. You know, we've heard it in raps, AZ, and everybody talk about it, half a mil. They all kind of speak about it, but I actually like really, really learned about it. So shouts out all the 5%ers, NOI, shouts out Northern Bay, and any mentor that I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? But the knowledge is so precise and crazy. Like I could go off in the tangent. I'm
No
trying
doubt,
to
you
find
good,
my
bro.
direction again. But Black History Month, as y'all stated, should be every month. Everything does come from that, and everything is basically just another version of that, essentially. But yeah, it shouldn't just be a month at all. And if we even want to talk about, if you look at, there's a reason why everybody else wants to put a certain group of people down, right? Because they know something. Cat Williams said it right on the other interview where he said the enemy. He's like, we forgot who we are. You know, like it was done on purpose.
Yeah.
I could go into history, George Washington, whatever, and he said that make sure the Moorish kids never know where they came from.
Right.
But he said the enemy never forgot who we are, though.
That's true.
And they want to make sure that you never know who you are.
Right.
Because if you do, then it's a Reynolds run a rapper like an envelope package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, I could go on for days, but I
Nah,
guess
that's dope,
that's
bro.
my take.
I like that. That was
Yeah,
dope.
for
She got a
sure.
mic. Yeah.
She got a mic.
So I guess I'm gonna piggyback off of both what both of you said. I feel like it should be celebrated every day as well. I mean, because we make a lot of noise,
Right.
and we do a lot of things. We are creative. There is power in numbers, so if we all did band together and come together and I guess like form a community like some of these other races, then we would be able to do more.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of African American people are afraid of their own potential because we are so powerful, and not even just with things you can do like the mind, like even like what she was just saying, learning from the pimp, like it's so much knowledge and so much that we can learn from each other. But then you have some people that they do have that crab in the barrel mentality, and they're like, okay, well, I don't want to see this person doing better than me, or I don't want this person higher than me. And so then that's when you start having the hatred for another person. And then it's like, but this is your brother. You shouldn't hate on your brother. You know what I mean? You should come together and, congratulate him, and then maybe be inspired by him to do something else because, you see somebody else doing it. But I feel like if we just, all did come together and have the mentality of, brotherly love, sisterly love, like just coming together, then we would see change. So that's what it means to me.
I like that. Yep.
So I'm going to be a little bit more selfish with my answer. It's a little more personal to me because of my upbringing. Black history for me was always just kind of what my white parents were able to teach me about it. So a lot of times it was like history about Africa, history about Martin Luther King, history about, that. But it didn't include the history of hip hop and stuff. Like if you'll ask me about certain things and like Black cinema, like TV, movies, music, I don't know any of it because wasn't really immersed, whatever it is, into the Black culture until I was 18. I didn't get to see movies like Juice and Paid in Full until I was almost like probably 23 years old. And my sister realized, my sister realized I had no knowledge of that culture, and she made me stay home from work one night at the strip club, and she said, turn on that TV and watch a stack of movies, and you're not going back to work until you get through all of it. So I did.
How you felt after you watched them? After you watched those movies?
I don't think I felt really too much at that point, but now I know that I kind of learned a little bit more about Black culture, like American Black culture. Like a lot of people don't understand, especially white adopted parents, because there are a lot of white adopted parents who have adopted, Black children. They don't understand that Black history is not Africa. It's also the United States, and it's not just the pretty packaged things of like Martin Luther King was this, and it's also, it's also the hood stuff and the hood movies and the general love that the community has for that. And a lot of people look at it and demonize it because it's like the hood culture, but it's like that was our step in the door. That's why we have people like Jordan Peele on TV nowadays making crazier things because somebody else put their foot in the door. So for me, Black History Month is like, I always celebrated my Blackness, but it's also the one time a year where everybody else but they're also forced to look into our greatness and our Blackness. So they have to celebrate that right along with me. And they don't have a choice at that point because just to be annoyed by it makes you look like a bigot. So you're going to hear about all this great Blackness and you're going to deal with it. But for me, it's just, it's very personal because I just didn't have that appreciation for my culture. Like, I mean, 10 years ago, if you would have asked me what the one dish Black people don't play with at Thanksgiving about was, I couldn't have told you. I couldn't have told you the importance of mack and cheese at Thanksgiving.
I was just thinking about mac and cheese.
I was about to say it too.
Look, and it's crazy because if you bring my adopted siblings on here right now, the ones that didn't, move out, the chances of them being able to tell you that are not good. So for me, Black history is also my awakening to what the full picture of being Black and the Black culture looked like. And in another 10 years, it'll mean something different when my kid is, starting to worry about whether she's going to go to Clark or Spelman. It'll be different again. So ever evolving, but, mine's real personal.
You want to?
I was just thinking. First, I was thinking about mac and cheese when she said it.
Me too. Facts.
I got a Haitian friend.
Everybody's face was like, yes, that right there.
While we were all connecting in so many different levels as we were speaking. But I was just thinking as she was saying it, it was like, wow, do the white parents think to let me find some Black friends, connect with some people, learn more about the culture.
Yeah.
So I can. Scared. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to approach the situation.
But they have a passion to sometimes let me help this child, or we want a child. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it's like they forget sometimes because they're so, they want to get this done so much. It's like they forget about the other part. Yeah. Like, I don't need to learn. I know we're stable. We're making money. We can provide. And that's where they stop at a lot of times. They don't think, well, we need to know about this child. We need to know about their history.
That child
we want to bring
Black
them up
friends.
So it
it's
just
important.
was making me think like, dang, do they ever think,
That's a
let
good
me
question.
let me get myself connected with some people that can help us raise this child the right way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to sum up what everybody just said on this panel because it was all fire and dope. So I'm going to just keep it short and sweet. Black history to me is all year round to me. This is where we can connect with our ancestors, learn from the past. And I'm kind of sad that, back in the days when this month day come around, this was heavy in our face. Mm-hmm. Now you don't hardly see it like that. Like, it'll be on TV all day. You will see like a Google will have like a Black History Month strip on the search bar, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just sad, like, you don't hardly see it in your face like that. Social media should be flooded with that every day with this, you know what I'm saying? Used to watch, the Roots would be on. Their parents would sit you down, this is what you need to watch right now. So we was getting that knowledge back then, you know what I'm saying? And then that kind of like sparked that interest or that curiosity for us to even go out there and find that information and learn that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just kind of sad that it ain't like how it used to be like that in your face like right now. I hope this generation is out there searching for it because they got the technology in their hand.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Maybe that's why we don't see it being celebrated like that, because the knowledge has become more common to
It's drowned
everybody.
out.
So it's like it's become more of an everyday celebration, Maybe that's why we don't see it as much. But you are right. It's not broadcast as much as it used to be.
I hear that. And that's facts. But it's like, have y'all ever been to the Apex Museum? It's like right up the street from here. You've been to the Apex Museum? So you've seen that wall that they have where it shows all the inventions that you would have no idea. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
You would have no idea, like, what? That Black people invented that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Like
so
all
much.
types of, you would have to just go and see it
Right.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that stuff doesn't get enough footage either. Like Benjamin Band.
What about the African American culture here in Atlanta, man? It's just so rich out here. Every time I come down, I feel like empowered. I feel like, oh, nah, this is our Wakanda right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Leaving from New York, coming down here, I could totally feel the difference. Yeah. It's like that Black celebration is real.
They call it Black Wall Street in Philly.
Black Hollywood down here.
Black Hollywood.
That's called Black Hollywood? Okay.
That's what I'm just saying.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
because
it is.
they started doing so many of the films here. Everybody would come. They would come from LA.
Even
to shoot
even
here.
the networking here, so I just love the networking down here.
Yeah.
Like the sister just said earlier, she just fell onto the podcast. It was all love. We we welcomed her with open arms. Like,
It shows
you know what I'm saying?
It shows you.
It did.
Talk about y'all real quick before y'all networking out here in Atlanta. How were y'all moving around and being accepted out here as far as like getting your work out there to the people out there in the streets, shaking and moving, hustling out here?
Mine was kind of done for me. Like as a Black artist and you put your stuff out on social media, the other Black artists in the community are going to find you, and a lot of them happen to be in Atlanta.
Right.
So there was that, and then when I started doing, the strip club stuff, more connection with Atlanta. I didn't dance in Atlanta, but we have the people coming in and out of, back when I was a dancer, Philly was a big strip club city. It's just not anymore, but there was that turnover, so I don't know.
How's the networking for you in Atlanta?
So I think like being a creative, it's almost like a magnet. Like you're gonna attract other creatives. And so when I came, I guess I can say I was sort of thrown in it too, because even like from the photography and becoming a muse and actually shooting and then actually being in front of the camera and taking photos. And then I've met so many people by simply doing that, because what a lot of people don't know is I'm on social media all the time, but I'm really a homebody. Like,
oh, me too.
If you
100%.
are to ever meet me or see me in person, it's probably doing something that pertains to business, or it's doing something that pertains to my craft, or something. Like, I'm not going to be outside for no reason, like at all. Like, I'm not one of those city girls that's just outside. So it's like people, I don't know if they gravitate towards other creative people. Like even meeting Mel, like. Right. I had never met her before ever in life. Like we talked on Instagram, I've messaged her and I've never met her until I came in the studio. And it's like the creative people, like we just came together. And then I'm a social person. Like I love talking to people, I love meeting people, especially women. I'm all about women empowerment, because there is so much hatred and there are so many, natural versus surgery girls and dark skin versus light skin. It's like, we're always in competition, and I love just seeing people come together and work together. And, there may be something that I don't know that she can teach me, or there may be something that she knows how to do that she wants to put out and she doesn't know how to market it or brand it, and she comes to me. Or somebody may need a photographer and I can point them in that direction, or they may want to talk about their business, or they might want to talk about their music and I can point them in this direction. Like it's just so much we can do because we're all creatives. So
That's dope. What about you guys?
This is just a powerful show here.
Facts. Yo, I love this. This is a great panel. I salute y'all
like
sisters.
My cheeks hurt. Yeah. You can't help but to smile.
Yo, I salute y'all sisters, man. How can the people follow y'all on social media?
So I'm Chelz, the Natural Body Hottie. You can find me on Instagram at VivalaChelz_. That's VIVALACHELZ_. On TikTok, VivalaChelz, VIVALACHELZ, no underscore. You can find me on Twitter, VivalaChelz_. I'm pretty much on all platforms, and then also Body Talk with Chelz, and then that's on YouTube as well. So. Yeah.
So question though, if someone goes to your page, will they see everything that you're doing?
For the most part, when you first go to my page, of course, it's body. And then my bio does have all of my businesses. So I do have my Body Talk with Chelz, which is the podcast, women empowerment, body positivity, body confidence. I have my Curves by Chelz, which is more so the fitness, my Zumba. I have Chelz Creations, which is my marketing, my branding, my graphic design, all of that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Clips by Chelz, that's my videography, all of that. So, yeah,
Nice.
all my pages are there.
I love it.
So, anyways, I had to literally look some of mine up because I'm like, I don't even know. I just signed up. I don't even know. So, okay, let's see. Instagram. You can find everything on Instagram. Like, I have a link tree, and so it's all linked on there. But my Instagram is Mel, M-E-L, period, is, period, A, period, Muse, M-U-S-E, period, and then 2. Period. Yeah. So no. Don't copy that last period.
No, I was
Don't
agreeing.
copy that.
Period.
Oh, okay. I'm saying no, not that period. Only the other periods. Okay. So that's that one. My Twitter, which I did not discuss any of that part of my life on this show, but my Twitter is Melanie, just MELANIE MUSEE. Just a warning before you get on there that it is a spicy Twitter. So just before you get on there, there's some things happening on my Twitter. I just have to warn people before you get there, because one side on my Instagram can be very artsy, and then Twitter it's like, what is this? I've given a couple of my friends heart attacks, so That's funny. Let's see, what do I have on TikTok? TikTok is all that we said before, just take away the last period in the two. I don't feel like doing all the Mel, period, is, I don't feel like, it's Mel is a muse with periods in between everything, okay?
Yo,
So,
I want to salute y'all sisters. Keep grinding, keep doing what y'all doing. Set the tone for this next generation that's coming behind y'all. Guys, follow them. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you just saw. Can y'all just take us out with some good advice to the people? Anything that's on your mind.
read the 4 agreements, okay? I'm gonna circle back to it. Now, for real, get control of yourself. You can only control what you do. And if you're having a hard time doing that, pick up that book. Listen to it, read it, whatever. And don't even let that be the last book that you read to, and I'm not even the read this book type of person, but for real, if you would really like to level up and, get control of yourself and your life and your emotions, read that book. Do the work on yourself because you can't control anything else.
Beautiful.
You can do anything you put your mind to, and don't limit yourself or put yourself in a box because, the possibilities are endless.
Just like that, guys. See my dudes over here. This was a beautiful panel. We're going to definitely, this ain't the last time y'all going to see them. We're going to do this again. We're going to have a round 2. We're going to even get a little more deeper. Yo,
Oh, goodness.
rhymes and
Oh, no. Now that I gave the Twitter out, I'm like, no.
Already.
Uh-oh.
Yo, we signing out, y'all. Rhymes and Politic. I thank y'all, man. Thank everybody that was here. Thank you, everybody that was sitting here on this panel today, man. This was a dope show. I think this is one of my favorites one right here. Right now, it's my fave.
It was fun.
Rhymes and Politic. We out of here, y'all.
Politic.